Here we are.
Again.
Again.
Together. Once again. Oh, you know what I was watching last night?
What were you watching last night? Please tell me.
It was on Tubi. It was fucking, it was supposed to be George Harrison's last confession or whatever before he died about Paul McCartney really being dead.
Oh, really?
He said John Lennon was gonna fucking do it, but then he got assassinated.
I have.
I've
looked into that one.
Now let me tell you, they're showing shit on there. I kind of think, yeah. But if it was legit, why? Because the guy sent it to some record studio.
Yeah.
Like some, I don't know. Might have even been one of the ones where they recorded. I don't know which one it was. But I know the guy talking wasn't fucking English. He was as American as fucking apple pie. But fucking, he said he got sent there. It says George Harrison's last memoirs or confession or whatever it is you do before you die. And he came clean and he said Paul was really dead. Now my point is, that's where I was going. If it was true and it was George Harrison, they did some voice analysis on it like 3 times, and all 3 times came back inconclusive. So they don't know whether they can't say it is or isn't George Harrison. Now, also too, why would you send it to a recording studio? Why wouldn't you send it to? Why wouldn't you send it to some fucking newscast and set your family up for fucking life? That would be like the biggest story of the fucking millennium. But I tell you, man, they're pointing shit out on that. And it's
so happened in 1966.
Yes. He died
Apparently, I looked into that one just offhand on my own year or so ago, maybe 2 years, and it just popped up. I started reading about it, and about the guy that took over from him. Apparently, there was this dude, and then on the day that Paul died, this guy was erased from history.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden.
Yeah, because it was by the fucking. It was by. It gets more stupid because it was by the MI5 or whatever.
MI6.
No, 5.
Is it MI5?
Yeah, I think it's 5. Anyways, the fucking the James Bond agency there.
Yeah.
They got involved in it, and they fucking said that they can't say that Paul died because it would cause mass hysteria. So they did that.
Oh, MI5, yes.
Yeah, MI5.
It is MI5. Okay.
Yeah, dude, and they're pointing shit out like pictures and shit, and it's like, it's.
Apparently, this MI5, they're gonna come get us now.
Yeah,
is a little bit bigger than what we think they are or know of, because it's just recently, in like the last week, that I've been hearing about these guys. Apparently, they've also been linked to Princess Diana's death.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess they're like the CIA.
Because they're like the British CIA.
British spy agency.
Oh, that's the patent. We can't read them because it's
I'll have to literally read them on the phone.
Yeah. I'll have to bring you up on another screen that brings you closer.
Oh, well, we're not even on the Facebook page.
We're not?
No.
There's something about it just posting later and shit like that. I don't know what's going on with it now, so
that's crazy bullshit.
It is crazy bullshit, no.
But no, MI5, yeah, but I'm saying though, I'm telling you that I don't know, man.
And apparently they Prince Philip was involved with MI5.
Was it?
Yeah, apparently he was.
Oh, that was
the Queen's,
Queen's
husband.
husband,
Yeah,
cousin,
cousin.
same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently,
That's why Charles has big ears.
yeah.
Inbred.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That says never something.
That's the one you really.
Yeah, the bottom one. Yeah, no. Apparently, they're a little bit, and they're just capable of big things. Apparently, I guess the CIA is too, but I don't know. What we see for the CIA is movies.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, Canada's got CSIS too, but you never hear about that.
The ones that you don't hear about are the ones you have to worry about.
The Canada Spy Agency.
Yeah. Like the fact that we haven't really heard of MI5 that much, other than James Bond movies, makes you wonder that you gotta like.
Yeah, but did you really know the Secret Service of every fucking country? Did you really even know the Secret Service of ours? The only reason, like you said, the only reason you're aware of the CIA is because it's on movies all the time.
Yeah,
right?
And all movies. Well, not all movies. 90% of all movies that we get mainstream are American.
That's
so
right.
they're gonna go after. They're gonna deal with their thing.
Even the ones up here, they still go for the American thing. Fuck, dude, I first started X-Files, I fucking did a fucking sign, I fucking typed it out, and shit. And it was I did the Canadian spelling.
Of what?
I forget what it was. I don't know. One stupid word. It was a stupid word.
Color.
Could have been color. It could have been anything. Center. It could have been.
Oh yeah, center.
It could have been anything. But I did the Canadian spelling. I put the same word in like 4 times and all cut it. And I already cut out the vinyl, so I had to re-fucking do the whole damn thing. It's fun. And you know what? To this day, I still spell American now.
Oh, here we go. Now I got it.
Still spell American.
There. Oh, that's what he was trying to say. The Beatles were taking LSD in 1965. So.
Yes, they were.
So if they start doing that in 65, he's dead in 66. You don't know that, like.
Well,
do they even know the truth?
Oh, they say happened is him.
So they say John was going to do it when he died.
Confess. Before he died, he didn't know he was going to get shot.
Yeah, before he died.
But he's like, I just couldn't handle all the stress of this anymore. Apparently, that really bothered him, fucking, because he's putting all the fucking hints and lyrics and shit.
Yeah.
And fucking on the fucking covers and shit. And I'm watching this, I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. There's all those hints and everything like that. And,
backwards messages. They put backwards messages in their shit.
I remember that one. I remember learning that one back in high school I don't know how we got on the topic of subliminal messages and backwards messages.
That's what heavy metal was back then.
Oh yeah, there was a lot
to everybody else. It was just backwards messages.
Yeah, there was a lot of backwards messages back in the 90s, and I can't remember one of the bigger ones back then. Yeah, that Paul and this one guy that just disappeared. The fact that everything started really falling apart after that, right?
They broke up.
Oh, Bill Shepard, that's what his name was.
Yeah.
Or no, it's in the orphan name. William Campbell from Train to Impersonate McCartney.
Yeah, that was William Campbell.
Yeah. And others that contended. There was a bunch of other people that were like, that they looked at, and the no shoes thing.
Looking away in some of the artwork, not looking the same direction as the rest of the band and photos and shit.
There was one of them was holding like there was a black rose.
They had a photo of them. I think it might have been on an album cover. It was the three of them facing forward and Paul McCartney facing backwards to the camera. Yeah, it was really.
And the song "Strawberry Fields Forever."
Yeah.
Lennon speaks the words, "I buried Paul."
If you fucking watch that whole, I shit you not, watch that documentary.
I'm gonna watch it now.
It's pretty fucking cool, man. It makes you fucking think, you know. Because John took it the fucking hardest because they had a big fight before they left. That's why Paul stormed out.
What was it called? Do you remember?
No, all I did was I just went to I went to the search and I just typed in music, and then a whole bunch of music shit popped up. Then scroll all the way down to the bottom and up like one or two rows. It's in there.
No, I always found that one interesting because of the fact that there was a lot of, it just wasn't like a simple plastic surgery thing that like what Avril Lavigne did. She did something. She does look a little bit different, maybe with a puberty thing. I don't know. But
they had to do that in fucking stages. They couldn't do all the guys' cosmetic surgery all at once.
Yeah.
And I said they fucking put fake beards on them and stuff to hide scars and shit. And honestly, you show pictures.
They started having facial hair and stuff like that.
But they said they did that to put a beard on the fucking, and they called him Fall. Lennon called him Fall McCartney.
Paul McCartney really is dead?
I think so.
The Last Testament of George Harrison.
Yeah, there it is. Testament, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Mark it so we can watch it later. It makes you wonder if that maybe Paul was more the glue of everything.
They said
because of the fact that if you watch, it's like huge long on the Mickey Mouse channel with the Beatles' last recording that they did, and it's really weird watching it. Like when they weren't playing, there were nothing but fighting with each other. George Harrison quit. They were talking about replacing him with Eric Clapton, all this other stuff, and then they go to George Harrison's house to go grab him, make him come back, and all this other stuff. And but all of a sudden, then when they started playing, it was just like everything just them playing together. It's a lot like what you hear about, like say, like Guns N' Roses. Like when they had their split, they all hated each other. Yeah. But when they get on stage and they play,
well, except for Axl.
Yeah, they get it's that whole why they play comes back.
That's right. But yeah, watch it, dude. It's pretty interesting.
I've only done reading on it. I've never actually watched anything on it. This is the first time. The funny thing is how it's like on this obscure streaming service.
It's a streaming service, and it was delivering some obscure, I'm going to say obscure because I don't know, maybe it's a big record studio or something. But a record recording studio. Fucking recording studio that I've never fucking heard of. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not very knowledgeable on recording studios, but you know, why wouldn't it be leaked to the fucking press? You know, you can set your fucking great grandkids up for life selling that fucking story.
Oh yeah.
I mean, your fucking family won't have to work for the next 10 generations.
Now, the only two that are left are
Fall.
Paul and Ringo. Now, Ringo has gone on record to say that yes, Paul was replaced, but Paul came back with saying that Ringo's a little bit senile and he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, well, but yeah, it's you never know. You just have to wait, man. Wait till Ringo fucking dies and see if he coughs something up. But I don't know. It's like I said. Why would George Harrison send it to a recording studio? Why would they make a documentary of it if it's so? You know what I mean? I'd send it to the news. Send it, make someone's fucking career out of that. Because that would be like the biggest story fucking ever.
Oh, it would be like when they're in their peak, their prime. That never really happened with sure, Brian Jones of the Stones died. I think it was a week out of him getting kicked out though.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. You still quit before you're fired. You still quit.
Yeah. I don't know if he quit, fired, but it was a week away or something like that from him, like dying in a tried to go swimming or he passed out in the pool or something. He was found in the pool. Where were we? I'm trying to find this thing on George or Paul Ringo saying that he's dead. I can't really. It was a few. That's what really brought it up was like when Ringo started saying it. Here's this guy.
Who's that guy?
William Campbell.
What about Glenn Campbell?
No, William Campbell.
Oh.
Let's see what we can. Oh no, wrong letters.
It's pretty fucking interesting though. If you fucking watch it, they'll show you a picture. Obviously, because it's a documentary, it's never 100% neutral. You can tell the guy's going for it. They're trying to sell you on it. But it's pretty fucking convincing evidence.
It is.
I've got to say.
That's just it. There's compared to a lot of conspiracy theories, there's a lot of convincing parts to it.
Like that fucking one fucking album, I don't know which one it is, but they're all standing, there's flowers all over the place. And
Sgt. Pepper's.
Sgt. Pepper, that one there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows something and says, "Here lies Paul" on the fucking made of all the fucking flowers. It's a really crazy shit that fucking John Lennon was putting in there.
Yeah, Judas Priest was another one that was big on
backwards lyrics.
Well,
no, they weren't.
You know who was really, and Pat just brought it up, you know who's really big on subliminal messages? Cold Slither.
Who's that?
They were the metal punk band that was on the G.I. Joe cartoon. That was a good one. That was a good one about it. Pat, did you go to that show out in Hope on the weekend? I was going to. But I don't know. It's like a 45-minute drive for like an all-ages show. And I'm like, unless I was playing, no.
Exactly.
No, wasn't interested in. It's a bit of a trip.
Like you said, for an all-ages show.
Oh, you did go. How was it? Good. Because friend of the show, KPS.
Yes.
Their band was playing. That's about all I knew that was playing. I want to just go to one of these shows out there just because I want to check out this venue that they have going. I think it's the old movie theater. I'm not 100%. Or maybe it still is the movie theater.
I don't know. It's Hope. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything in Hope.
Maybe a handful of kids, lots of adults. It was a fun show. That's good. It's good to see. Like I said, you got to go to those shows.
Because the rest of the fucking kids are out doing fucking meth in the back fucking woods out there in the fucking hillbilly town, fucking touching their sisters and cousins. Fucking hillbillies.
Fucking hillbillies. Just an hour ago, I was reading about how
Da, da, da.
Vixen had kicked out their singer,
Yeah.
and they're bringing back their original,
So the original
singer.
Oh.
Because they brought the other one in.
Because the singer, I remember hearing on Hearing Age, the singer quit because she didn't want to do it. Because she didn't want to do it anymore.
No, she was going through surgery. She was going to do some surgery back in 2019 or something like that.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she had some medical thing going on. And I'm just at this point, I'm just thinking.
Oh, so the face.
I didn't even know Vixen was still playing. That song that they brought out a year ago called Red.
Yeah, we saw that. We watched that.
Yeah, it's not a bad song. But there's just the drummer's original member, and I don't know, how can you call that
Bobby Blotzer did that for Rat.
Yeah.
He went out and called it Rat and fucking.
And then he changed it to Bobby Blotzer.
Blotzer's Rat or something.
Yeah,
and fucking Stephen Piercy and fucking the other guys got all pissed off and sued him and yeah.
You have no I can understand there might be the rights to the name with the drummer there.
Like Wednesday, he went out this year, fucking not coming up here, of course, but he's doing a murder thing, the tribute thing, the Murder Dolls.
Yeah, he's calling it Wednesday.
Wednesday 13 performing the Murder Dolls.
Yeah.
Even though he was the Murder Dolls, him and Joey.
Yeah.
But he's not going out and calling it the Murder Dolls.
Whereas you had the bass player and the drummer going out and calling it the Murder Dolls.
Yeah.
When all the songs were written by Wednesday and Joey.
They were just a touring band.
Yeah, they were hired guns. And that's, unless the drummer is getting up. Ooh, I just made something happen. I just pushed something. Unless the drummer gets up from behind the kit, has a guitar, whatever, and writes the music.
Yeah.
And then plays Foo Fighters. I don't think you really can say that you are the band. It's a little bit of a gray area.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
They played the.
Because on that Beatles thing, even that George Harrison guy that was talking, he was talking that if now the other guys in here or something like that. Now John can take all, but it's because it's John's band anyways.
Yeah.
So that's the way they looked at that. It was Lennon's band.
Yeah. But then, there was that whole thing back in the 80s when, and it got resolved afterwards when Michael Jackson bought the Beatles.
Oh, yeah. The
music because it came up and he had the money, Paul McCartney. He outbid Paul McCartney
for his own shit.
For his own shit, which is kind of, I don't know. It's smart, but it's a smart business.
And Paul McCartney fucking gave him the advice.
Yeah, he's like, if music ever comes up, you should buy it. It's a good investment. And then, then he buys it. Apparently, Paul owns it now, or he owns a good chunk of it now.
Well, between him, Yoko, and the other one, Ringo.
Well, Ringo's got his song up in the fridge.
Does he have another fridge still?
Well, no, I think that actually came up in the conversation too. That apparently, because to keep Ringo quiet, they let him put his Octopus song on the album. The Octopus Garden, and it's on an album, and apparently it's
I've heard that fucking song before.
it's not a bad song,
It's dumb.
but it's not a Beatles song.
No, it's dumb. It's a kid's fucking song.
It basically is, yeah.
It's a fucking preschool song.
Yeah.
I know maybe he was pulling out here on the fridge.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what she's talking about.
Yeah, I can understand. I can understand when that sort of thing started happening. You know, like it was all McCartney, Lennon, and then they're like, "Hey, we're in the band too," and I'm like, "Well, okay." So they let George have a song or two, and then
But dude, you fucking what? The fucking I'm amazed. Like all the lyrics, they pointed all out too. Fucking.
There's a lot of lyrics.
John Lennon is really fucking upset him because every fucking song had something to do with it, especially on Sergeant Pepper.
Yeah, it was all the Sgt. Peppers because that was the first one that happened afterwards. Yeah, that was the first one. I'm gonna pull up another window here.
Yeah, I was just fucking fascinated with that. I still am. Because I'm looking at it, man. I'm seeing that they're showing pictures, and it's like, yeah, that doesn't look like Paul McCartney.
It does, but it doesn't. That's the thing. There's like cheekbone things happening. It's very. It's hard to say if it. Where is that album? Then it doesn't show up on this thing. And that one's just freaking stupid. So it's really hard to say. It is one of the. I think that's like right up there with one of the biggest conspiracy theories in music.
I agree. I totally agree.
Sgt. Pepper's, okay. They say he died in 66. Yeah. Sgt. Pepper's came out in 67. Then they got into the real. That was when they started really going full on hippie with Sgt. Pepper's, and Yellow Submarine came out.
There's a bunch of stuff on there too about it, and there's shit that's going on in the album cover too. Do you remember what they were? Like that one there.
Yeah, because it was an animated cover.
What was the one you just had up there? I think you had
Yellow Submarine.
Or the other one before with the 4 pictures of them.
Oh, yeah, because
Paul's looking in a different direction than the rest of the band on that one.
Yeah, they're all looking to.
And that's
where I'm looking at. They're looking at the left. He's looking at the right. He's got a beard and a microphone is in his face.
And they're hiding. Yeah, and they're hiding they're using the microphone to hide scars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very interesting fucking thing, dude. Holy Jesus. Pat wrote a fucking novel.
Oh shit, really? Okay, just a second. I'll pull it up here.
Ringo and George wanted at least get rights and money from albums to get paid royalties. John and Paul got paid a lot more. Bands like Rush split the money evenly.
Yeah. Rush split it evenly. And I think that's what kept them going for so long.
Yeah, there was no money fights.
There was no fights because of the fact that, okay, Neil wasn't the original drummer, but
basically is.
But basically is. He was on the first 2 albums or something like that. But it kept everything even and longevity.
Mm-hmm.
Look what I must say that, and this is our second favorite hired gun. But you also have to keep them happy because it keeps the appearance. Because when you start having a revolving door of people,
Yeah, it's terrible.
it looks terrible and people lose interest. Kirk Hammett.
Uh-huh.
Kirk Hammett must be paid fucking well.
It must be.
Because of the fact that the last few albums, all of the albums, he's got a handful of even though they're his solos, he writes the guitar solos.
Yeah.
He's not writing any of the rhythms. He's not writing any lyrics. 2 years ago, he brought out a solo album. There was no singing in it at all, which is really kind of weird. It was only 5 songs, and it was like weird names of songs, like "Ride the Dragon" or whatever. That's I don't know. I'm just saying, spurting out things. Money is very important in bands.
Of course it is.
It's so when you start getting into that. I know of a certain band, I'm not gonna name names, that would play like the little club shows, and their lead guitar player would like drink all of their fucking money, and they would go to get paid at the end of the night. And there was like this thing of where they're gonna get paid, and they're like, "No, you owe us $50."
Fuck, I remember the days back in the day. Fuck, we play the Spanish Fly. We go play the Piccadilly pub for fucking beer.
Yeah, I remember playing shows for that.
Yeah, and play at the Cats Club there for fucking beer.
After you left last Thursday,
beer all night. Come on down.
We were celebrating Welcome to the Old Man Club
with the Romulan. Yes.
With the Romulan. He actually brought up we started talking about shows and things like that. Right after you left, he brought up the fact that he was at the New York Theater Show. And because of the fact that Mrs. Romulan said the fact that we grew up in way different worlds, and I said, I said, cool. Yeah, she does, because she's like, holy fuck, you guys, like a lot of the things we've done. That's why we celebrate this big 50, is because of the fact that we're like, holy shit, how are you guys still alive?
Exactly.
You know, Romulan had his thing a few years ago. You've had yours. I've been very lucky, but I've also had a lot of people around me that have kept me safe and sound too, because I've always been that guy of like, hey, there's a door. Let's go in there. Yeah. let's find out what's behind the door. And just end up, I've always been a mischievous one. I know that. But you brought up the New York Theater Show and how it all started. And I said, we were playing, and all of a sudden, somebody threw a beer bottle at Chris. Well, we were like probably in our last song.
So we didn't have money. We had like 5.
We had 5. We had 5 originals, couple covers, and we were playing the show. This was I think this was our first show too. It was somebody.
See, I seem to think that being at the fucking
and we blew our load. We blew our load quick in that one. And the fact that somebody throws a beer bottle at you, and you're like, what the hell just happened? I see who does it. I got clips on my bass. I fucking drop it. I was playing bass, you're guitar. Yeah. Ian Rowley drums.
Rowley, that's right.
And I just dropped my bass and go. I did at that moment. I didn't even care if it fucking broke. All of a sudden, the New York Theater, which stands about 6 feet up from the floor. The stage is about 6 feet high. All I know is that I went running off full on
Axl
Road
Rose.
Warriors, fucking Road Warriors, Axl Rose, Road Warriors clothesline this fucking guy. I don't even know if I even hit the right guy. All I know is that because it was a crowd of guys, and this is what brought it to Mrs. Romulus' attention, is that I said, I don't know why, but for some reason this guy had rivets in his steel toe boots.
Rumbling.
I have no idea. I remember that to this day. Like, I don't know why.
I don't know, we were walking downtown, he was like, look, rivets in my boots. Is it harder when I kick you in the head?
Because there was like full on. If there wasn't a disclaimer in the 2000s for wrestling,
Yep.
in the 1990s, this would have been the point of like why don't try this at home, because like I said, it was the full on Road Warriors clothesline. There was boots to the head. There was just guys flying off of curtains.
Should have done the fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguishers. Apparently, it may have been the same person. Apparently, Mr. Drew might have been doing the fire extinguisher and the curtain. I don't know. That's the way he remembered it. And I was like, oh, really? I didn't think it was the same guy. I thought it was the guy putting on the show that put this.
No, the guy put on the show was fucking pissed.
Yeah, I know. He was pissed. But I thought he was doing the fire extinguisher to make everybody stop.
No,
It was just like, I don't even know how we got on this subject of that.
because you went over to Ryman's birthday.
Yeah, no, we were talking about Money in the Bands, but you're bringing it up with the fact that the Beatles wanted more.
Well,
The other two wanted, because all the songwriting credits were there, you know, maybe it should have been 51% Paul and John, and then the other 40.
26%. 26% Paul.
Yeah, 52. Split it evenly between the two, and then the other.
When I
goes
was
to them.
23 or 24.
But you also have to take off all the people that make the album, stuff like that. You know, it's a lot of work.
Sure is, according to what was her name, Mariah Carey? Was it? It was Beyonce.
Beyonce, who won a Grammy like a year ago, I think it was last year's Grammys, and we watched it.
People.
There were like fucking 50 people that have to fucking make her. And I'm just like, holy fuck. Like, you are such a fucking puppet.
Yep.
And know what's worse is the people that go to the puppet show.
Yeah, Motley Crue fuckers.
Oh, you're talking about that?
Fucking puppets.
Talking about fucking puppets, you hear what happened on the weekend in the Vancouver.
No.
So people are paying thousands of dollars to
go
to
the soccer game. The soccer game thing, yeah, the guy didn't make it.
The guy didn't make it.
Because he's hurt.
He's either hurt. They said he was either hurt or he didn't want to show up.
They said he was resting a bad leg. From a minor injury.
Yeah. And I was just like, holy fuck.
Yeah, they fucking Taylor Swift did the fucking tickets, and then fucking the Star Attraction doesn't show.
Yeah. I remember having to argue to get a free pop because I don't drink beer. Yeah, I can understand. You think they would just give that away?
You would think for the designated drivers or something.
I remember there was a time that you would get a free pop if you were a designated driver. They would give you.
Yeah, you get coffee and pop all night.
Yeah, it was just a thing. Yeah, sure, you know. So where we're going? Big one that had money problems. Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Dave Lombardo quit. And when you start seeing that person having that issue, you know that's the end of the band.
Yeah. But I agree though, everything should be split equal ways.
Yeah.
Because you're all doing your part.
Okay. Because we just went through the book.
Yeah.
And Ace did nothing.
And he's did nothing.
Where's his share?
Where's his? Well, granted, he didn't do it.
If you put it into the scheme of the Beatles, which Kiss, which I've now learned from doing Gene's book and Paul Stanley's book, that they did want to be the Beatles.
Yeah, they did.
With the whole Simmons and Stanley thing, yeah, they didn't write together. They wrote with Ezra and
Other people.
So where would you put that? You're Gene Simmons.
Where I put that? That's a hard thing to say because theoretically, one thing is the main thing is the music.
Yeah.
And you're doing your part for that.
Yeah. He doesn't load his gear.
No guitar player.
Hardly shows up.
Any guitar player.
Same thing. Yeah, we're preaching to the choir here.
When a guitar player that barely shows up or fucking loads
Right.
their own fucking gear.
When the fucking bell rings and the show starts.
Oh yeah, they're right up front. And their fucking dials up two notches louder than it was in sound check.
I love that that reel that's going around.
Which one?
The one where they talk about the band. Of course I'm the singer. I don't load my own gear.
Oh yeah, and
Of course I'm the guitar player. I always turn up my guitar after sound check.
yeah. I'm the drummer. It's the metronome inside of that. I'm the bass player.
Yeah, the bass player doesn't get. I'm the sound guy. Of course I have my own band. It's just like all those things that happen. It's just funny to see all that one, the bass player that gets cut off. I like that one.
I think that was Stitched Up Heart.
I have no idea who it is.
I think it's Stitched Up Heart. And I fucking and the second I know they didn't have the bass player on there for very long, but fuck, I saw those green strings he had. And I thought, ooh, I was about to get a pair of those off of Amazon or a set of those fucking green strings. Those are pretty fucking sexy. I might be getting some green strings from Amazon because they look pretty hot. Although it's going against a red bass. I don't know. And I think that was Stitched Up Heart. The chick doesn't fucking blend.
Yeah, no. I'm looking at the video pictures of them. I don't think I've ever looked at them.
I looked at the chick. She's Future ex-wife number like 4.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Speaking of, how is I haven't even looked recently.
On New Year's Day.
Yeah. I would like to see them just to see how their shows are.
So would I. And she's future ex-wife number 1.
They're over in the right. Well, they got nothing going on right now, but in September they're in Europe.
Yeah, I think I've checked those out. And fucking went.
And they're going to be an aftershock in October.
And I think Wednesday will be coming back next year. Because next year he's not doing the Murder Dolls thing. He's got another album coming out. That's when he does his album, Murder Doll stuff. He doesn't come up here. But when he does his stuff, he comes up here. I will see that guy before I die. God damn it.
I'm looking at where the closest he comes right now.
Like Portland or something.
I don't even see that on here.
It's mostly.
He's going to be at Aftershock too.
Oh, cool. It's mostly the southern and the south and the east
I'm
coast.
trying to think where Aftershock is, but I don't know where that one is. That's like one of the bigger.
Bigger festivals.
Bigger North American festivals. Sacramento, so Northern California, so really not that far from here.
No.
Yeah, right on the I-5. Yeah, it's not that hard to get to.
Well, not for us. Not really for anybody, really.
It's still 13 hours.
Is it a 13-hour drive?
Yeah, it's still 13 hours. Okay, they're more. Sorry, they're more middle of
California.
For some reason, I thought they were more
Northern.
They're still. It's still ways away from. The fact that I didn't know that, I just found out that Portland is like, it's like only 4 hours from us.
Yeah.
I was like, I had no idea. I thought Portland, in my head, I'm thinking it's like 8 hours.
Yeah.
If California is like this long, and I'm like, oh, it must be this far away.
Yeah, I was just thinking Seattle was like 4 hours away, but I Googled that shit. It's only like 2.
Yeah, it's like 2 and a bit, and then Portland is like 4 and a bit.
Yeah, another 2 hours on top of it.
Yeah, Portland. Oh no, sorry, Portland is 5 hours from us. But that's also us from where I am right now, getting to the border and blah blah blah. So you can knock whatever off of that. Because I count it from the border. I don't count it from my house.
Well, you kind
And
of.
plus, when you read Google Maps, when it says a time on it, it sounds like a challenge.
Sure does.
You'll reach your destination in 5 hours. That sounds like a challenge.
All right.
I bet you I can do it in 3. So, yeah, there's a lot better flow than say last week.
Yeah. Sometimes, man, I just ain't up to fucking hopping in the car.
No, I get that, and sometimes it's like I get it.
Sometimes you gotta drag your ass to get here, but
Because sometimes I've made the call on the Tuesday thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, no,
How much life gets in the fucking way.
yeah,
But we're here for you,
we're here for the people.
people.
They do some reason watch.
Still, I know.
What was it on the long weekend there? Lisa's like, yeah, I watch every week. I'm like, but I watch on my phone. I can't make comments at the same time as I'm watching. I'm like, that's fine. That's all cool. You watch.
Yeah. Poor person. Haven't had enough trauma in your life.
Yeah.
You don't need to watch. I don't need to add this to anymore.
No. We got to get something together here. We did. I would say we had on May the 5th, we had the party here.
Yeah.
We haven't really had any real adventures lately. Not huge ones, Well, we did the Romulan's birthday.
That wasn't really.
That was a big one.
That was the last minute fucking work. I gotta work the next day fucking.
Yeah.
And I'm coming over right after work. So.
Yeah, there was that. But it happened.
We need a big outing, is what you said.
Yeah, we need to have a big outing.
What do we need to be doing?
I
was
don't know.
I was kind of thinking that myself again too on the way over here.
That we haven't had a big one in a while. And on the 5th there, that was awesome. Pat came out.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
He did provide some metronome for the Scarecrow murder.
Yeah. Although I didn't know he was fucking playing. I
knew he was there. I wish the guitars were a little bit louder than that.
Whatever.
But it was a good
There's a fucking drunken stone.
drunken stoned
Drunken stone. Let's get behind it.
premiere.
Premiere. Yeah.
People loved it.
That was just because we're fun.
They were like, "What the fuck is this, and why is it happening?"
Yeah, is it over yet?
But the funny thing is, so when we watched the video,
Yeah.
people were actually singing along. I couldn't hear them while we were playing. Was it? I couldn't. I think it was
There's Jackie and I think the other one. Too.
Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were. I don't think Glenn and Johnny were. Johnny was laughing. I could see him laughing. As he videoed it. Thank you for that too, Johnny.
Awesome video too.
It was.
Perfect fucking quality for such piece of crap.
Yeah. It was the best piece of crap you can get. I would like to try and do that one again. Maybe get some of the other ones out that we have.
Yeah, for sure.
We actually need to practice them,
Big practice.
which we haven't done in months.
No.
So yeah, that would be fun to do. Like I said. What else we got?
Nothing. We got nothing. We got nothing for you. We're unprepared, but we still pull shit out of our ass for you. You're welcome. Hey, you like that? We pull shit out of our ass so they can push shit out of theirs.
Yeah.
There you go. Happy Wednesday for all of you. Happy Wednesday. Can't wait for Wednesday morning. My bowels have never felt so clean. I was fucking. Yeah, I was thinking something today too. Oh fuck yeah.
What do you think about this one?
What?
Now it keeps coming up because of the fact that it's almost like slow news day. So Skid Row's singer Eric, Swedish boy,
It's Lizzie Hale now.
and then he leaves. Lizzie Hale comes in. Lizzie Hale substituted for a singer back in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian Bach's come out with an album. It's doing good. I'm not saying it's like the best album of all time. It's doing great.
It's doing great. Doing good for what
It's doing good for what it is, right? The
He'll be able-
music
he'll be
videos
able
are
to-
fucking cheese as fuck.
because that's the way he likes it.
And he's having fun with it.
That's
Is what it is. And they're saying that
That's probably why the
Lizzie
album's
Hale
doing good.
is temporary. Yeah, it's showing and having fun, so it's doing well in how music can do well in these days. Dave Sabo keeps coming out and saying it's never gonna fucking happen.
Actually does. But then again,
Whereas Sebastian Bach is saying it's a business thing, meaning that there's probably been
there's been
talks.
talks. But you know what? How much times have fucking Guns N' Roses say it'll be a cold day in hell before hell will freeze over before? And the Eagles. And the Eagles. Hell will freeze over before we
ABBA.
ABBA. Hey, you know what it is? Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Money talks, bullshit walks.
Twisted Sister, yeah, we're getting these great fucking offers in. We might have to take it up.
And they are probably Twisted Sister, I think, is like they're like beer money away. It's like it's probably fucking.
They're probably in rehearsals right now.
It's probably yeah, exactly. Let's fucking do some practicing. Let's see where we're at.
Their people are probably telling me, "Don't worry, this is gonna happen." But it's not them signing; it's just the lawyers doing all this shit, right?
Yeah, there's probably some concessions that they're. And you know what? You could put a whole fucking tour together. I'm just gonna fucking write this thing right now. Fucking Hell Freezes Over tour. You're gonna fucking put Skid Row on that with Sebastian Bach.
Yeah.
You can put Twisted Sister on that. Which is how
Twisted Sister never said they're actually gonna quit playing though. They never actually retired. They were just done playing.
Yeah, they said that they're done playing. They're done being Twisted Sister. Like they're all still doing whatever they do.
These guys are still doing music and shit.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that the others are still in there somehow.
I'm sure they are too, because
You know,
they're probably not living off the royalties unless fucking we're not gonna take it as doing that damn good.
I don't think a day goes by where it is not played
On the radio.
on the radio, like worldwide, sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I have Rock 101 on every couple days or day or every day.
And that's just that station, right?
And that's just that station, that's right.
I gotta see what this says.
But yeah, Sebastian Bach and Skid Row, that'll be a big one. It'll be a bigger, and it's gonna happen, but when you start hearing more news about fucking coming out and from fucking Skid Row saying, just when you start hearing more about Skid Row, like whether Lizzie Hale leaves or whatever, when you start hearing more about them, that's when something's gonna happen. Because they're putting themselves back in the public eye before the big Sebastian Bach is back with Skid Row.
I just asked the Google machine how many times does it play a day and see if it knows. See if it has it. Which is in general.
Wait,
Apparently, it reached 21 on the Billboard Hot 100.
but everybody
It was their only top 40 single. Catchy as fuck. It was. I can understand that.
that one. I Want to Rock.
Yeah,
Those are really the only two family-friendly songs on the album, really.
yeah. At the end of the day, they probably all were, but
Well, no, one's about fucking The Exorcist. I wasn't The Exorcist, Captain no, Child Molester, but they
Captain
got
Howdy.
Captain Howdy, and then you got Burn in Hell and
Yeah,
Sick Motherfuckers, and
that's true. No, because I think of Burn. When I think of Burn in Hell, the first thing I will always think of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. They're doing Burn in Hell when Pee-wee's on his bike in the Warner Brothers back studio. And they're filming a video, and he's like riding his bike. And I was just like, when I remember watching, I was like, that's not really Twisted Sister. Why would they be in a Pee-wee? Being Pee-wee's movie, but no, it was, and they were.
They got paid and they left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they probably were paid quite well.
But that's your family-friendly stuff, right?
Yeah.
The Twisted Sister is pretty safe.
I can see that happening. I can see them going just like all these bands. You can do something with that, like bands that said they were never going to get back together.
Get them back together.
Get them back together.
Big show.
Yeah.
We're not going to go any more than that.
Yeah. Maybe you can have something where Poison actually releases a new song.
Oh, do they remember how to?
It's just funny about how that band has not produced any new music since like 2007.
Yeah,
Gets to go on tour with Def Leppard and Motley Crue. They're the openers.
Yep.
I think they're even opening before Joan Jett was.
No, there was when I went to see him. Wasn't Joan Jett. It was stupid Tesla. It was Tesla, Poison.
That was just the Def Leppard one. That wasn't the Motley Crue one.
Oh no, you're right. That was the stadium tour. That's right.
Yeah, the stadium tour. And I think because all the footage that I've seen of it is Motley Crue or Poison is playing. The sun is fucking shining. They're playing outdoor stadium. Sun's fucking shining. They're on. Joan Jett. You can see that the sun's gone down or whatever. it's starting to get dark. But yeah, Joan Jett still releasing music. Like, where are these guys?
Oh man, Heavy Rose will take you fucking on. It's still it's
How much? Yeah, exactly.
ride those coattails.
Yeah, ride the coattails of like we're
Yeah.
not gonna take it. Every rose has got its hard.
That's right.
Yeah, it's nonstop. You know, like you can say the same thing about because I just saw it was but he's no longer with the band. Journey.
Yeah. Oh.
Won't Stop Believing.
Yeah.
We could do a whole thing on just like these one-hit wonders, but of like bands that kept going.
Yeah.
Because we're on the topic of it, what would you say was the big hit for Def Leppard?
Wow, it have to be something off the Hysteria album.
I
I know they had a couple songs. I know they had something from their album before that, High and Dry. But I think it really got big when the history Pour Some Sugar on Me. I think
That's what
the
I was
first
going to
one.
say.
I think was the first one, and then Love Bites. That's probably a pretty popular one too.
I don't want to actually play it. I want to see the fucking. There we go. The ones that I remember that were singles. Rocket was a single. It was a late one. It was a late one. The band. I don't think the band was even in it.
No, it was. I thought I saw the video for. I think the drummer still had two arms.
No, he was one arm then.
One arm.
Yeah. By the time that one came out, he was one arm. Rocket, or they might have showed an old picture. Old
No,
photo.
I mean it was a different song.
Rocket,
It was-
Animal, Love Bites, Pour
Yeah.
Some Sugar on Me,
Yeah.
Armageddon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like they had like that like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 5 singles off of that one. That was a huge deal at the time, man. Like holy shit.
Anyways, the show's over. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done with you. Be gone. Bathe her and bring her to me.
They're saying Pour Some Sugar on Me is their biggest song.
The big most one most listened to.
Most listened to.
Well, yeah, because you got all the cougs. They're sitting there making their TikToks on them, doing their stupid little dancey dance.
Yeah. 400, basically 400 and almost say 450 million
Place.
plays
Nice.
versus Hysteria. Oh, fucking Hysteria. Yeah, there's 6 singles that came off of that one.
Oh yeah. Hysteria was an album though.
It was the album and it was a song.
Oh yeah, it was the song too. Right? Was
I-
it?
Just under 200 million.
Oh.
So it doubles. Then Photograph, believe it or not, Photograph is more than Love Bites.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how many people. Like I said, Pour Sugar on Me. That's the fucking cougs that sit in the stand thinking they want to talk about me, and they're making their little dancey dance TikToks to it.
Yeah.
Thinking they're still in their
Yeah.
20s.
Rocket, Animal, Love Bites, Pour Some Sugar, Armageddon, and Hysteria was late in the album. It was a B-side. I remember always listening to the B-side just because of the fact that you would find shit on
Some better shit. That's why I was like getting the album, because you look at the album and you hear the fucking single, which is all well and good, but there's always something.
single is always in
But
that
there's
top
always-
3.
But there's always something cooler on the fucking album to listen to.
Yeah.
That nobody pays attention to. But that's a story for a different day.
Yeah, as you can say, what was the name of the album? What's it called? Ace of Spades?
More?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the album. Okay, Ace of Spades, British version. Ace of Spades, 3rd song.
Yeah.
American version, it's the 1st song because it actually took off when they released it to the States. That was back in the days of the album didn't get released worldwide all the time. So, yeah, that's enough for one day.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, me too. I'm tired of talking to these people.
Enjoy your Wednesday crap.
Yeah, exactly. Where is that thing? There it is. And we'll just do this because.
Yeah.